will be here this year, next year, and the year after. 3P, 3P, 3P.
Welcome back to Kansas City. We are live at the parade. Two pieces of news during the commercial break. One, Chris Jones basically said, I'm coming back not only for next year, but for years after that.
Yeah.
And two, Travis Kelce delivered the worst rendition of Friends in Low Places that mankind has ever heard. So, Nick, you can react to either piece of news.
So just a little context. Believe it or not, at Royals games, they play Friends in Low Places every game. It's oddly, sadly, kind of like Kansas City's song. So that's why Travis. That's why Travis sang it poorly. The Chris Jones thing is, now he's had a few cocktails, but that's awesome if it's what that is, because if you remember, the Chiefs offered him the 2-year extension. This is great. Offered him a 2-year extension that in new money was $32 million a year.
Right.
But it's not what his agents wanted. I think he was fine with it, to be totally honest. And now, I know your argument, Brew, has been he's gotten his rings, go get the money, but he, I think, has an opportunity to get maybe 90% of the money he can get elsewhere and become one. Like, I believe he's a Hall of Famer, but Jimmy Graham just didn't get in on first ballot. Like, it's hard to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Staying on this stage, doing these things in the playoffs is the way to guarantee it in a way, you know what I mean, that going somewhere else maybe wouldn't.
Yeah, as long as, look, and I don't, the Chiefs respect him.
Yes.
And I think it's smart to take a little less money if you have to stay in this environment, because you go from being a Hall of Famer to potentially being an icon.
Yes.
You know, if you stay on this team and you win more Super Bowls and you got 90% of what you could have gotten, but you are remembered forever in terms of defensive linemen in football, it's worth it.
Here's the other thing tangential to that. What would be scary for rivals of the Chiefs, if obviously Chris Jones is on the team, but if other free agents or guys start to want to come to Kansas City,
I think that's
so you know
a guarantee.
What? Parade looks great, and all of a sudden it starts to be like Antonio Brown with Tom Brady. Like, I want to go there, I want to win.
So I don't know if you agree with me, Brew. I think that what the winning this Super Bowl this year guaranteed is every year, and then, by the way, the Super Bowl champ doesn't always even want them, but every year there's 3 or 4 veterans that are good, not great still, but good, that want to win a ring, and they debate between places that they're going to go take less for. I think by the Chiefs winning this year made it not a debate. If you want to win a championship, your best is, now if the Chiefs don't want to sign you, you go somewhere else. But like last year, if someone had been like, okay, I'm going to take less money, I can go to Buffalo, I go to Kansas City, I go to San Francisco. Now it is clearly that the Chiefs head and shoulders as the best chance. The fact that they won it this year under these circumstances.
Well, the prime example, DeAndre Hopkins had a few teams on his list. So did OBJ. We know he's a little further along in his career. But I think there'll be guys that have been stars and made some good money, and now they do want a chance to win a championship. And those are the guys that absolutely will come in.
All of a sudden, if I'm Derrick Henry, and I'm like, oh, Cowboys, put a star in my helmet, or can I just get those 4th and 1s for Mahomes?
That'll be interesting. They got Isaiah Pacheco. You know I love Pacheco.
I know, but he can get a breather.
Henry might want to go to the Cowboys. I don't think they'll get him.
Good. All right, let's talk about the 3P. One brilliant Twitter user, have I told you this?
No.
Started calling it a Pat trick.
Pat trick. Oh, that's great.
Good, right?
That's great.
So, odds to win the AFC. Chiefs at 1, Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Dolphins. Nick, who's most likely to dethrone the Chiefs?
I want to know your answer, Brew, before I give mine.
Well, first,
sorry,
look, I
show.
do like some teams better than Miami. I like the Chargers better. I like Cleveland and Houston better. I'm not feeling the Dolphins right now. They lost Vic Fangio. but I will go with Cincinnati as the top challenger in the AFC. Joe Burrow obviously be back. They were 4-3 without Burrow. They played well with Jake Browning. So I think that Cincinnati will be the toughest challenge.
All right, my answer was going to be dumb anyway because I was going to say nobody. Sure. So I'd rather talk to Mecole Hardman.
Yes.
What up, baby?
How you doing?
How are you?
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What's up, Mecole? Congrats,
What's up, baby?
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so can I start?
Yeah, go.
So I said it to you when I saw you in line. 2 guys ever, Super Bowl walk-offs. James White, was it that the Patriot that did it against the Falcons? And you. Given your journey with this team, has it sunk in yet, and what does it mean to you?
It really haven't sunk in yet, man. The celebration's still going, but it means a lot to walk it off. You know what I'm saying? Especially going through, everything on the Jets, coming back here, having ups and downs. But man, just the ending like that is so wonderful.
Go ahead, bro.
I thought, Mecole, it was poetic justice for you and MVS to catch the touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You had gotten a lot of criticism. I was one criticizing your receiving corps. And for you guys to come through in the moments you did was huge. So was that motivation, as you guys are getting criticized most of the year, was that motivation, or did you ever lose confidence in yourself, or what?
Nah, you don't lose confidence, man. It kind of comes with the territory. You do something bad, they love you. I mean, you do something bad, they hate you. You do something good, they love you. Like, it kind of comes with the territory. But, man, I just feel like we just work hard every day, and then we finally got our chance in the biggest game, and it paid off.
Three-peat. A lot of talk at the parade about a three-peat. So sort of 2 sides of the coin. One, people have said, like, all right, is there going to be any complacency setting in with the team? And how do you balance that with every person you go up against? Oh, we've got the 2-time champs now. We're going to give 110%.
Well, I mean, I think with this team, it's never about saying like getting complacent or anything like that, because we work so hard. We work in, day out, and you got a great group of guys, especially the coach that like Coach Reed, will keep you, humble, keep you at the same level. And so definitely not going to get complacent at all. I think the work's going to get put in. So if the work showed, then you never know, that 3-peat might come around.
All right, so your journey with the Chiefs is such a unique one. Your second-round pick, they drafted you at a time, I think they were worried Tyreek might not be on the team. And so they bring you in, and then Tyreek does stay with the team, so you maybe don't get the looks that they had anticipated, or maybe you had anticipated early on. Last year, and people forget this, your final catch of the year, I believe, was you got hurt on. You had come back from an injury. It was in the playoffs, AFC title game maybe. You go over the middle, huge third down, you get hurt. And then this year, you leave. You go to the Jets in free agency. Then you come back, and you end up being, making 2 of the biggest plays in the Super Bowl. For that journey for you, what did the fact that when it wasn't going right with the Jets, that the Chiefs wanted to bring you back, what did that mean for you, given the fact that your time prior to that wasn't perfect here, if we're being honest, and probably wasn't exactly what you had hoped it was going to be the day you got drafted?
Man, I just feel like that shows the how much they think of me, bringing me back, and going out their way to bring me back at that. I thought they see something in me that most people probably don't. And I've been here, since for 5 years now, and they drafted me here, so they kind of know what they got out of me. And plus, it was easy to bring me back in and plug me right back in, because the offense is still the same. It wasn't going to take long, so definitely familiar with me as well. The character, the energy that I bring, and I was happy that they wanted to bring me back. So it was just music to my ears.
What makes Coach Reed different and special?
His mindset, man. He's like a guru. The way he does things offensively, he come in with a new play every day, and he's not afraid to have fun. He's not afraid to let us have fun and be ourselves and let our personality show. You know what I mean? So so when you on the field and you playing for him, man, it's all love, and he want the best for you, and he one of them coaches that the respect is so high for him, and you want to play for him. You want to go out there and run through a wall, for him. So that guy is special.
Mecole, a lot of people are saying, including some of us, that Mahomes is like the best we've ever seen at quarterback. So what is it like as a receiver to play with a quarterback like that?
It's special because, he can make every throw on the field. And he's good at the off strip plays. It's like backyard football in a sense. It's like he rolling out right, why not go the opposite way? Because he can throw the ball to you, you know. And I think a lot of quarterbacks don't have that vision to do that. You know what I mean? So just being out there with him, man, and knowing his mindset and how he want to play, and he's a pure winner, a pure competitor. So that's just special to be around with him.
When the play call comes in for the final play of the Super Bowl, you hear it. You're like, oh, it's Mecole time. Were you nervous at all? What was your thought process when you heard the play call?
No, so basically when we heard the call, you know, I didn't know that actually was going to call that play, you know, because the DNs was coming rushing the field so hard that, you know, those plays you don't get called. But, you know, Coach Reed made the play, called the play, so Pat called. I'm like, okay, it's a chance. I definitely can score right here for sure. And when I went in motion, nobody followed me because it's usually for man. It's a man play. Right. And nobody followed me. I'm like, all right. I come back out of the fake jet, and I see the corner fall off. I'm like, I might be getting the ball, so let me look. Now I look, Pat looking right at me. I'm like, oh, and I catch it, and then I black out. I black out for a few, and then finally I see Pat running to me, and I come back to life.
So
good.
Travis said something really interesting between the divisional round and the conference championship. He said he kept apologizing to you because the fumble at the goal line against Buffalo, he said he thought it was his fault because his guy came off the block that forced the fumble. And now I don't know if he was overstating how much he apologized to you or if he was just doing it on the air, but he said on his podcast, he said after, he said that was my fault. And the reason I bring it up is people see Travis, and now he's a multimedia superstar, and he's charismatic, all this stuff. What type of teammate is Travis Kelce?
Man, the best teammate you can ask for. I mean, that guy loves his team, his teammates. And just the way he interact, he don't act like he's Travis. He's a normal guy, and the way he interact, man, and he showed nothing but love. So he kind of took me under his wing my rookie year and teaching me the game, and you know what I mean, like doing this. I'm like, that's Travis Kelce. Like, he ain't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making sure that I'm better. Like, even if I have a bad play or something, he always the first one. Like, come on, we're going to need you later. We're going to, like, the motivation he gives and the way he practices, the way he leads, man. I mean, the guy is amazing. Like, he's like the whole package, bro. Like, it's hard to describe Travis as Travis. You guys just say it's Travis, you know?
What's your offseason going to look like? Like, how you going to celebrate?
Man, you know, I've been doing so much stuff like the media and everything like that. I'm going to probably go to All-Star Weekend this weekend, probably play the game, the celebrity game, you know.
Are you playing in it?
I think so, you know.
Are you?
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they announced that. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce it or not. I think I'm going to try to get in that game, man. And, but just celebrate, man. You know, try to see where I'm going to be at this offseason. Try to get a deal done. Hopefully come back to Kansas City. That's the goal. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, it's a lot of things going on. But just try to enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Mecole,
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you.
More show next.
Yes, sir.
Soberest man in Kansas City. Yeah.
All right, bro. Good to meet you, man.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.